Hello and welcome to Future Leaders in Philadelphia. I'm your host, Derek Sawyer. We bring this show so we can highlight young people in our community along with local organizations who are striving to make Philadelphia a better place. Our focus is our next generation of leaders in the community. Today, we're focusing on the group A.T.T.R.A.C.T Philly. A.T.T.R.A.C.T stands for A Team Taking Responsive Action with Conscious Thoughts. This Philadelphia-based nonprofit strives to empower today's youth while promoting education through free mentoring, education, and community service programs. The group works to mentor and motivate youth in all aspects of their daily lives. Here to tell us more about A.T.T.R.A.C.T Philly is Chief Executive Officer and Founder, Tiara Jones, and Program Manager for Literacy for Leaders, Sheena Murphy. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
All right, I like that. All in unison. So, what exactly do you hope to accomplish through your program?
I hope to motivate kids outside of North Philadelphia, really, to let them know that they are able to do and be whatever they want to be in life. It doesn't just stop at the street corner.
That's right. Are you originally from Philadelphia? North
I
Philadelphia?
am. I am.
So
Born and raised.
This is your way to give back to the community?
Yes, and I feel it's my purpose. I actually don't feel whole without doing it. And I've tried, definitely. I was a medical auditor, and I would rather do this.
That's great, because not many people find their purpose in life. So that's huge.
Thank you.
So how has the program grown, and what was it like when you began?
In 2011, it started as a service initiative, and we started with a back-to-school drive with about 50 kids, really, and it was just neighborhood-based. Now we are serving over 450 kids in the city, in North Philadelphia at Penrose Recreation Center. And that particular program is The Sky's the Limit, and it grows every year, really beyond my imagination. I really, I put my heart and soul into the programs.
Right.
Obviously, there are some, fluctuations and changes, but for the most part, our mission stays the same, and our programs are growing tremendously.
So who do you target?
Underprivileged youth in North Philly, ages 5 to 17.
Are there any requirements?
No, there are no low income, so there aren't requirements to be in the program specifically, but living in those demographics say a lot already about the family, and we just go off of that. So we don't turn any kid away, whether you come from a broken home or a two-parent home, living in those zip codes, tell us what your income is already.
Got you. So what zip codes are there?
I don't know them exactly,
No problem. Okay.
but they are in the District 3, District 5, District 8, and 6.
So what are some of the programs that you offer?
We have two mentoring programs for both girls and boys. Queen's Code mentoring program that mentors girls ages 10 to 16. Born to Lead boys mentoring program that mentors boys 10 to 16. And then our Literacy for Leaders program for children 5 to 13. And then there's service initiatives. So we do a host of service initiatives all throughout the year, but specifically during November and December, we have a Let's Talk Turkeys and a Wrap of Love to give back to the families in that community.
I think there's Sky's the Limit.
There is, and I just talked about that. The Sky's the Limit is our annual school supply giveaway in August. And it really takes months and months of planning, but the goal of Sky's the Limit is to really bring businesses to meet the families in North Philadelphia. We support their business all year round. So that day is a chance for the businesses to come out, host tables, bring resources, and support the kids that's, coming to their doors. We have a host of educational resources that come out, as well as the local library, and just bringing hope to their front door to let them know, hey, we want to support you. Whether we know you or not, we know that school is not easy.
Right.
We want to give you the basic essentials needed to start the school year.
Great. So Sheena, you have been with the program how long?
For 5 years.
5 years?
But I've been supporting her from the beginning since she started.
So what got you involved in the program?
I seen that, she was trying to get back to our community, and I wanted to, reach in, and wherever she needed me to help, I was there.
Tell us a little bit more about Literacy for Leaders.
Literacy for Leaders is a reading comprehension program that targets grades K through 5th with authors that the children can identify. So it's different authors that will come out to read to the children, and they will plan an activity to do with the children after they finish their story.
Great. I think you have another program about entrepreneurship.
Yes,
What's that
Unleash
about?
the Entrepreneur in You. So it's actually a chance for kids to be able to tap into a business side and their creative side. We have a lot of, even in my mentoring program right now, we have kids that want to start their own businesses. So that gives them a chance to have a mentor in that specific business and kind of work their way through it before even graduating high school and college. I believe that they can start now. We have a lot of kids that's been successful at starting businesses at a young age, so we're just giving them the motivation that they need.
Great. Which brings up another program, mock interviews. What do you do
Yes.
with that one?
Mock interviews is solely for schools, so that's a workshop that we go into the North Philadelphia schools and teach them interviewing skills. A lot of our kids are now at the age where they are starting to get summer jobs, and even before then they are applying for internships. So I really do teach it in a different way. It's not your normal, hey, let's ask these questions. No, I am teaching them to walk into the interview as if they already have it. You know, you have to visualize the person you want to be before you can actually get there, and that's really the spin on that program.
What would you say the students actually gain from the experience?
From what I've seen and just going over the last few years, my girls and my boys are coming out more confident. They're not afraid to ask for help. They know that we might not be blood family, but you
Right.
have a family in A.T.T.R.A.C.T Philly, and that's what I really want them to know. You know, if you can't go home, you know you have somebody to call. If you don't have no food, you know you have somebody to call. If Penrose Recreation Center burns down today, they know. Let's go find Miss T so we can figure it out, you know, where it is. And that's my main goal. My main goal is to really let them know that they have a family outside of their household.
And that's very important. So you're a nonprofit, so that means you probably take donations, right?
Yep, tax deductible.
Tax deductible. So tell everyone if they want to donate, how they can donate.
You can donate at www.attractphilly.org, or you can do it through PayPal, GuideStar. We are on several
Apple
different. We don't have Apple Pay
have
for
Apple
several
Pay.
reasons.
All right.
But yes, you can send a donation directly to our P.O. Box at P.O. Box 27607, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19118, or visit our website directly, www.attractphilly.org.
All right, so you have all the connections. It's up to
Yes.
them to go ahead and donate, right?
Yes.
Do you have a success story you'd like to share? So I know you have mentored a lot of children in your program, youth. What about a success story you'd like to share?
A success story. So I have a few of them. All right, but I'll tell you about one. I have a girl named Kayla Moody, and actually she's dear to my heart. Kayla started with one of the first classes of Queen's Code. When she first came, Kayla was shy, even though she knew me personally. Kayla was still shy. She wouldn't talk in front of people. She didn't feel confident. And now this year, Kayla is going to college. She actually started college in August, and we were able to give her a scholarship.
Nice.
She wrote a letter.
She's going to LaSalle?
No, she's not going to LaSalle, sorry. I mean, I was actually hoping she was going to Penn State, but you know.
A little biased, right?
Yeah, so she wrote a interest letter, and the interest letter stated how going through Queen's Code made her feel more confident in herself, made her feel like she had a family outside of where she was, and she was able to speak her truth.
Right.
She cut her hair off because she didn't know who she was, and she said by the time she got finished and, you know, from talking to us and coming through our programs, and she actually came back to talk to our girls this year before going to school. That is what I wanted to see. I needed to see that you were okay with being yourself, going into a university where everyone is trying to figure out who they
That's
are.
true.
And we were actually able to raise enough money to give her a scholarship this year.
So we talked about the different ways to donate. What other ways do you get the word out about the program?
We use social media. Instagram and Facebook is A.T.T.R.A.C.T, and that's A.T.T.R.A.C.T. Philly. And we're on a host of shows, and we are thankful for you today because I know that this is going to reach a broad audience.
Sheena,
Yes.
you've been in the program for 5 years.
Yes.
What would you say is your story that you would like to share?
I would like to share that during the Literacy for Readers program, I see the kids, they actually enjoy when the authors come and they teach them how to be themselves as well. So they allow them to get up and actually do movement, and they are able to tell their story, and the authors ask the children what are some of the things they like. So for me to see the children express themselves to people that they don't know, that is a big, deal for me as well.
So a lot of times when we mentor children and help develop them as leaders, we learn as much as they learn
Oh,
from
definitely.
us,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So what would you say some of the things you learned from the children?
I learned from the children to actually become myself too, because sometimes it's hard for me to step outside of the box
Right.
and to be open to people that I don't know and just be welcoming. They're welcoming to people that they don't even know when they see, they're there to try to help and support them as well.
She does an amazing job.
I believe it. I'm a firm believer of developing future leaders because I think that's what a true leader does. A leader is not just somebody that just lead people, but they develop leaders who develop other leaders.
Yes.
What would you say your challenge is when you're trying to develop these young leaders so they can be leaders in the community?
Sometimes to try to actually get them to understand who they are and, what they're about to face in this world. That's a big challenge for me.
What do you see as the future of A.T.T.R.A.C.T?
I see A.T.T.R.A.C.T Philly as, well, one, having our own headquarters and being able to run our programs out of our own headquarters. And I would like it to be an A.T.T.R.A.C.T in all of the metropolitan areas. So from Philadelphia to New Jersey, New York, and Delaware. That's actually my next 5-year goal.
Right.
I think we're hitting, right now we're at a point where our programs are definitely growing, but we are at that mark where it's time to expand.
Right. What do you see the future as?
Same. I would like to see her expand and to see the children. I would like to see the outcome in them from what, we have to offer them and what we've shown and taught them throughout the years.
Got you. So what is your 30-second elevator pitch to encourage people not only to join the program, but to encourage people to donate to this worthy cause?
If you want to make a change, start with the future leaders of tomorrow.
Gina?
Same.
Same thing? Start with the future leaders of tomorrow.
Yes.
Well, that sounds great.
Thank
I want to thank you for coming on,
Thank
and
you.
I look forward to great things as you move forward. When we come back, we'll meet some of the students involved with A.T.T.R.A.C.T Philly's programs. Please stay with us.
According to statistics, 40 million adults suffer from depression or anxiety. 1 in 4 college students are affected by this as well. You never know who is going through something, so you should always be kind to one another. A little kindness can go a long way. It might even save a life.
Hooked to the double feature and you're on my mind. Return of the creature crawler from the subway line. You're always keeping me waiting, keeping me waiting for you.
According to the Mayo Clinic, exercising has stress-busting benefits by bumping up your endorphins and improving your mood.
Exposure to blue light can mess with your sleep and memory cycle, so make sure you limit your screen time at least 2 hours before you go to bed.
Yo, bro, what's good?
What's going on?
How you feeling, man?
Doing good. How you doing?
When'd you start smoking?
Smoking? It's a jewel, bro.
It's a jewel?
Yeah.
Listen, you might as well be smoking cigarettes. When you start juuling or vaping, you're 4 times more likely to start smoking cigarettes.
Is that true?
That's very true. Give me this jewel. You don't need it.
To learn more about e-cigarettes, go to thetruth.com.
Welcome back to Future Leaders in Philadelphia. I'm your host, Derek Sawyer. Today, we're featuring the nonprofit A.T.T.R.A.C.T, a group that works to provide our youth with resources in order to ensure their success in life. We started off the program with meeting the adult leaders of the organization. Now it's time to meet some of the youth, people taking part in A.T.T.R.A.C.T Philly's activities and programs. Please welcome students Samia Ward, Queens Code Ambassador, Yanira Blackwell, a Queens Code alum, and Nadir Harper, a youth worker. Welcome to Future Leaders of Philadelphia.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out. Each of you tell me how you got involved with the program. You can start.
Well,
You're the ambassador, right?
I'm the ambassador of Queens Code. I'm from North Philadelphia, and I knew the director.
How did you know the director?
We're cousins.
Oh, nice. That's always good, right? How did you get started?
Well, I was involved in Queens Code from the very beginning since it started, and I was a Queens Code ambassador, and I was born and raised in Philadelphia, and she's also a family friend of mine as well.
Great. And how did you get started?
I got started from basically having my own problems, and like the founder is my aunt, so she like introduced it to me, and I liked it.
You bought in? That's a good thing, right? So what type of activities do each of you do with the program?
I'm a part of Queens Code. Like I said, I'm the Queens Code ambassador. We fed the homeless. We did the Sky's the Limit, and we had an etiquette class.
Nice.
Well, I was a part of Queens Code, and now I grew out of it. I'm 16 years old. And I still come back here and there to help out, teach the younger ones, this is the place to be. You're here to be taught how to carry yourself, not just to be here to have fun, but you're here to learn something. And here and there I come back and help out when I don't have work.
Great. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good experience.
What do you do?
Like work with the kids, like have intercourse, like they play with each other, play games, have arts and crafts, and they basically, I had fun with them. So when I first started, they liked me but didn't like me because I was always strict on them. But
right.
After a while, they got to know me and I got to know them, and now, yeah, basically like it.
That's great. What would you say are some of the skill sets that you've learned while being part of the program?
Well, by being a part of Queens Code program, I was a little shy when I came. Even though I knew the director and founder personally, I still was a little shy because some of the girls I didn't know at all. So it was like a 50-50. I get to know them, they get to know me. Once we got to know each other, I felt comfortable. Some of the skills I built and learned to respect myself, carry myself as a young lady, and like I got my first job when I was 14 years old. It was a summer job through A.T.T.R.A.C.T Philly. And after that, I opened my eyes. Yeah, I'll be 16 in 2 years. I can get a real job.
Nice.
So now this year, I'm 16 years old, and Queens Code has helped me a lot due to the mock interviews, going in with the mindset, I got this, I got the job, I got the job.
What about college?
Oh, next year I'll be going to college.
Where at? LaSalle?
I'm not sure yet.
Oh, I was supposed to say LaSalle. That was the cue.
I'm not sure yet.
What are you going to major in?
Nursing.
Okay, that's a good field. A lot of good nursing schools in Philadelphia. So you're going to stay close to Philadelphia, or you're going to go away?
I'm going to do community for a year, and then after that, I was thinking about going away.
I'm a graduate of community, so that's a good choice. What skills have you developed?
A major skill that I learned in A.T.R.A.C.T Philly was how to publicly speak.
Nice.
Because when I started Queens School, I was very shy. I didn't like to talk to people or make friends, socialize, stuff like that. And then like coming along, I started to make friends, socialize, publicly speak at conferences, interviews, and everything like that.
What type of conferences?
Like it was a teen conference that we went to before, and it was like a bunch of different kids from everywhere and different mentoring programs, and I got to know everybody, and we just became friends from there.
Nice. What college are you going to?
I want to attend a HBCU or FIT in New York.
Nice. And you? Your skills have you learned?
A.T.R.A.C.T Philly really mentally helped me because now, like, back then I used to be childish, but now, like, it mentally helped me to be, not act my age and, like.
How old are you?
I'm 14 right now.
Okay.
But, like, it helped me mentally because I can get, now I know how to, like, now I can speak good, basically.
Right.
I can speak professionally now, and I can understand that can really help me later on getting jobs.
And you're going to which college? No pressure.
I'm thinking about LaSalle.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. See, he's the only one that got it right. What do you value most about being part of this program?
Well, what I value the most about being a part of A.T.R.A.C.T Philly is the Queens Code program. Getting a group of teenagers together who don't know each other, teaching them education is key. Education is the way in life. If you don't have an education, where are you going to be?
That's right. You?
I value my friendships the most. I learned honesty, trust, like loyalty and stuff like that because like I didn't know any of the girls in Queens Code from a can of paint. And then like I said, coming along, we're like good friends. Every time we see each other, we're happy to see each other. And yeah.
That's cool. What do you value?
Kids most because like when I was their age, like I wanted to run the streets, just running down the streets because that's what I grew up around. A lot of people in my family is in the streets, but my aunt showed me it's a different path, and that's exactly what I want to show the kids. And I can already see some of the kids was already going down that path before A.T.R.A.C.T Philly, and there was a lot of not violence, but like fighting down. But everybody got together at A.T.R.A.C.T Philly, and now mostly all the kids knew each other down there.
Great. So each of you talked about a skill that you developed. What would you say is the number one leadership skill that you value?
Public speaking.
Public speaking, being able to talk to the people, right? Because that's how you influence them best, right?
Yes.
If you can communicate.
Same thing.
Public speaking? Public speaking. Wow, that must be like the top part of the program. That's great. How do you see you using what you learned in this program in the future? So as you look forward to going to college, picking a career, how can the things that you learn in this program help you in the future?
It can help me when I'm older. I'm a successful businesswoman. I'm having meetings, I'm having interviews, and I'm meeting new and bigger people.
It will help me because I want to be a nurse, so I will be around a lot of people. So this Queens Code experience will help me a lot. Maybe it'll get me to want to start my own nonprofit organization.
Right, that's great.
I wanted to be a teacher, so now I already know how to talk to kids so they can really help me when I become in that stage.
All right, so here's your chance to talk to your peers and to convince them to come to A.T.R.A.C.T. What are you going to say to them? Nadir?
First, A.T.R.A.C.T is a really good program, and A.T.R.A.C.T it really keep you occupied, so it don't really have you it don't really get you time to run the streets and do what you're not supposed to do. And it's always positive things at A.T.R.A.C.T Philly, so you really don't have that mindset to go and play. But when you know when you go to A.T.R.A.C.T Philly, it's serious business, but you can still have fun at the same time.
Get the focus on the positive, right? Here's your shot.
A.T.R.A.C.T Philly is always there. They're like family. So if you have like, say I had a concert tomorrow,
Right.
I'll call my mentors, hey, I have a concert tomorrow. Everybody would be there. So it's like they're right there when I need them.
That's always important, right?
Yeah.
I would tell them that A.T.R.A.C.T is a nonprofit organization that helps teens and young children like myself to help stay off the streets and to stay busy.
So that's a good pitch. So before we close out, what is your dream as far as life going forward, being a leader? So I know you have aspirations of going to college, nonprofit. What's your dream moving forward? If you could have anything that you want, do anything that you want, no limitations, what would be your dream for the future?
If I could do anything I wanted, just to be the best at it, do whatever I can do, and if I already exceeded my limit, try to go farther.
That's great.
Well, I would just keep pushing on and following my dreams. I have a lot of dreams ahead, and I'm going to keep pushing till I reach my goal.
Great.
My dream is to be a successful fashion designer, to have my own things, have my own business, and to be like big one day.
Great. Well, I want to thank all of you for coming on the show. It was a real pleasure talking to you, and I look forward to the future things that you do in the communities.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have today. I'd like to thank my guests from A.T.R.A.C.T Philly. If you would like to find out more about this group and their programs, please visit their website at attractphilly.org. I'm your host, Derek Sawyer. Thank you for watching Future Leaders in Philadelphia, where we believe investing in our youth is investing in our future.